Everyone. All right, I appreciate you all letting me be here today. I am Clinton Grubbs. I am the digital production manager for Dillion Media Group. Generally the guy that's sitting in the corner behind the computer, but for some reason I decided to do this today, so bear with me. So if you go next slide there, thank you. So who is Dillion Media Group? To give you a little background about our company, Dillion Media Group was actually formed last year. But our sister company, Dillion Video Productions, has been here in town since 1985. Our owner and boss, Jeff Dillion, is pretty well known here in the business community. And so a couple of years back, TJ here, we can actually, perfect. Yeah, this is good. And so I guess we'll go ahead and jump ahead here. So Jeff, a couple of years back, brought in TJ, who'd been working with him since being in high school. This is TJ. Reddy, by the way, he's our operations manager. And so he brought TJ in a few years back to do some business production for Dillion Video. And after being with him for a while, he saw some of the needs that Jeff had to help compete with some of the other agencies out there that were putting out video production and film and photo. So TJ reached out to me, and I was the former owner of a company called Ocala Web Pros that I started back in 2015 here in Ocala. TJ reached out to me and to kind of form an alliance. We started working on a couple of small projects together, but he brought me in to kind of fill in some of the needs that they weren't able to do. They were putting out award-winning film and video, but they didn't have the capabilities to get that out online and to put that out there for people. So about 2 years ago, I came in, I started working full-time for Jeff, and we've grown pretty quickly. Since we've been working together, our staff, we're up to almost 10, 7, 8, 9. We've got another one coming in next week, actually. So we've got 7 or 8 full-time employees, and then we actually have probably another half dozen people that work on specific projects with us that go on throughout the year. So with our core team, we have over 100 years combined experience, and so it gives us a really good foundation for what we do. We have people in each place for video, photo, and all of our services across the board, including advertising. And so if we could go to the next slide, please. Perfect. All right, so I'm not going to bore you with all the things that we do. I'd rather talk about more who we are as a company, but I'm just going to run through some of the things that we do real quick. Actually, this was kind of a last-minute thing, so I had to spin one of the slides that I had ready for another presentation. We're end-to-end advertising. I know a lot of companies say that, but we do everything in-house. We manage 6-figure budgets for companies here in Ocala, and we do everything from produce television commercials, ad buys for televisions, print mail, websites, search engine optimization, programmatic ad buying, and like I said, everything is done in-house, just a couple miles from here. And so if we go to the next slide, please. Perfect. We manage all types of accounts. We manage everything from, the reps for the accounts, maintenance, billing, and reporting. And so why is this important? If you'll go to the next slide there, thank you. It's more efficient and effective. We're able to give a unified message across all platforms. And the big thing, really, it just makes life easier for the client. At the end of the month, depending on your type of business, as a business owner, you get a million phone calls about different types of opportunities, this type of marketing, that type of marketing. Should you spend your money here? Everybody claims that they have the best product out there that's just going to make you the best entrepreneur ever. And the truth is, you start realizing that, wow, it can be overwhelming. So we simplify the process. We manage everything. And yes, thank you. And so we go through and we hit each bullet point here. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not trying to bore you too much with the individual things that we do. I want to back up just a little bit about, who Dillion Media Group is. We kind of skip forward on that slide. One of the best things for me, being with Dillion Media Group, I've always had the entrepreneurial spirit myself. I worked for myself for a long time. Went out to Houston, worked for a startup in the media industry. Came back, had Ocala Web Pros since 2015, worked from home, worked in a small office, lived that struggle for a long time. One of the best things that happened in my life, though, is when TJ reached out to me and put me in contact with Jeff Dillion here in town. He has been in business since 1985. I mean, that says a lot. And so the stability of being able to work with a group of people who have so much experience has made my life a lot easier, and made my life more fruitful, and has allowed me to focus more on what I do. And my side of things, I manage digital marketing and websites and that team. You know, TJ, his team, they do the video production. We have people that are graphic designers full time now. We have web people that's all they do. And so instead of, me trying to do everything and not honestly doing the best job at it, I've got a team of people around me that really, help me give the best product that I can give and set the standard as well. I mean, these guys, they're very, very humble in what they do, but you walk into our office and there's a shelf full of trophies that they've won over the years, and so that's one of the things it's been great working with these guys, and I'm looking forward to the future. I'm just really here to introduce ourselves as Dillion Media Group to the community. We're very fortunate that we're not in a position where we're looking for funding. Given this financial stability that Jeff has and what we've started with, and the way that we've slowly grown and not trying to take on every client, has given us a great opportunity. And I don't see us our growth slowing down anytime soon. So, and that's really I think that's about it. Like I said, I'm not here to bore you with the things that we can do necessarily for your company. I just kind of want to introduce myself.
Awesome.